June 28th, 2025. It was pretty normal sleep. I think I slept a full 8 maybe. Had a good morning, nice and slow. I had to go to my storage unit and pick up a piece of gear to give to Adam. And since we had arm wrestling practice at 1, headed to that. I'm a little beat up from the super match a couple days ago, so I didn't practice real hard, but I worked a little bit on my left, which wasn't the arm I used in the super match, so that was good. And then just did a little bit of blood flow work on the right. It was good to see the new location. It was my first time at that practice, so that was cool. Good chat with Bob and Adam and them. After practice, I just made my way back to the house and just worked on more of the graphics setup. Worked on that for, I don't know, several hours maybe. And then that kind of led me into the evening, and I just kind of felt like I needed to relax. So, to watch some Invincible Season 3. Is it 3? I think it's Season 3. I just found out that had released sometime earlier this year, so I was starting to get caught up on that. Love that show. A lot of fun. Pretty gory, but really, really good writing. Yeah, that pretty much wrapped up the evening. Oh, I had a good conversation with Carlin about various things as well. He gave a call. Beyond all that, I guess, deep thought of the day. Today, I guess it kind of relates to the one of the conversations I was having. I think it's important to, I don't know how to phrase this exactly. It's important to ask for what you believe you're worth, or at least ask for what you know you won't regret later, even if you think it's below what you're worth. Because, sometimes we accept a wage or a term of some kind that in a compromised way, or as we compromise, that will be below what we would prefer. But I think often when we do that, we kind of let it go to a point where later we tend to regret it. And I think it's more wise to, where possible, negotiate for at least the least amount that will prevent us from regretting it later, if that makes sense. But preferably negotiate for what we think we're worth, if that's possible. It maybe in some ways kind of relates to a religious parable, and I can't remember. I haven't been in church in so long, I don't remember exactly what that is. Something to do with a person getting hired to work the day at a certain rate, and then later people get hired to finish out that day as well, and also for the same rate. And then at some point, the people that agreed to the earlier rate, which was the same rate, but started at an earlier day, were kind of frustrated. But they, you get what you wanted. They agreed to it. They should be happy with it. And so too, when you negotiate for some kind of deal of some kind, whether that be a wage or you're making some kind of concession in some kind of arrangement with a person, just make sure you get at least what you won't regret later, and preferably what you think you're worth. Anyway, that's the deep thought of the day. I guess, what kind of call to action comes along with that? I think the thing that helps is to really make that decision where your walk away point is before you even start the bargaining. You need to know what that is. So think about it beforehand. What is the least I will accept to avoid regret? And then above that, what do I think I'm worth? And you know your walkaway point. You know, well, if it doesn't meet whatever that least amount is, then it's just not worth it, because that's against what you really feel will allow you to accomplish the thing in a satisfactory condition. So once again, a lot of words, maybe not a lot of meaning. Here's the simple point. Call to action is decide what those points are before you start your bargain. Don't go into it trying to figure out what those points are. There we go. All right, anyway, hope that helps. And yeah, until next time, y'all have a good one.